Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Really? That's the takeaway from that? This game, though, I swear. Like, seriously, what in the crap? Okay. I guess we're doing this thing again. It always seems like such a long way to have to travel, but okay. Hello, poet. Or journalist, whatever you are. I think it's... Yeah, he's the journalist, right? The poet is the one that was in the cemetery. Or not the cemetery, but the graveyard. We have to make a distinction because there's a cemetery in the other district, but there's a graveyard here. Right? Just straight through it. Oh my goodness, really? Jerks. Just let me go.
Die, vermin! Go on back to the shadows! Over there! There's one of them vermin! It's a leech! Kill it!
Ow. Ow! Friggin' jerk, stop.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you. Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
I don't know what that friggin' means. I am the land, you are our champion? What the what? Yeah, apparently. You're going to be a champion. Oh, that's cool. I don't know. I might trust that vaccine more than I trust a Bill Gates vaccine. The Bill Gates vaccine seems to me like... I mean, he can't make an operating system without it having problems with... Like, he can't destroy the viruses that infect his operating system. Why would I trust him to destroy the viruses that infect humans, right? I don't know. Plus, the dude, he like acts like, I now know all this stuff about viruses. You're not an epidemiologist, dude. You're just freaking the owner or whatever of Microsoft. Or you have tons of shares of Microsoft, whatever. Anyway, you're not a friggin' virologist. Quit pretending like you are. Jeez. Wait, what? The start button was gone. Every version of Windows 10 I've used has a start button. When did they take it away?
You selected me. Chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
Defeat the serpent
I've
of
had enough
knowing?
of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Alright. Melbourne's in flat lockdown? Seriously? Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, man. That sucks. Well, they're getting more and more with face masks here. Like, I live in Utah, like a little bit south, maybe 45 minutes south of Salt Lake City. And they're starting to begin. I'll show you. Unsolicited. I did not order this, but I got sent this anyway. Like, what the... I mean, if I want to use them, I guess thanks, but it's like, anyone could be a carrier. You play a role in protecting people in the community. This face covering will help. This does not replace what healthcare people use. It's a one way to combat the virus, blah, blah, blah. Like, what the frick? Like I said, I didn't order it. It just randomly showed up one day. I opened my door. I was like, what? Face masks? Yeah. So, thanks for running my life, I guess. I mean, I'm not a jerk. Like, I'll try to wear face masks if I'm somewhere where I think somebody might be in trouble or something. But, like, I always have to use them no matter what? Seriously? Alright. So I guess I want to talk to Swansea. Oh, there's also somebody in this district, right? Who needs help? Yes. Headache. Oswald Thatcher. So let me craft a headache cure really fast. I think I have enough opium left over for headache, probably. But I don't know for sure. Yeah, I do. Barely. I had 3. I need 2. Okay. So I should give Mr. Thatcher, wherever he is. Oh, he's not... Is he even in the hospital? Goswick. Unknown. Somebody unknown is nearby there. Fiddick. I don't know. Alright. Elwood. Thatcher must be like outside, right? Or something. Lady Ashbury. The Goswicks. Here we go. Oswald Thatcher. Let me... What's up, Blight? Newton? Monsieur Newton? Wait, how do I get to him? Oh, here we go. That was locked, but now it's not. Here we go. No! Let me in!
It's locked, all right.
We're still alive and healthy. Can't you be satisfied with that? We have no reason to be here. I have not survived being buried in a mass grave for these trivialities. Not in the middle of a battlefield anymore.
Seriously, I can't. Alright. I guess try again later sometime. I can't get into where they are. So that's a bit of a problem. I won't be able to cure him until I can get to him. Okay. Let's go back talk to Swansea for now. Whoops. Excuse me. There's something underneath her. Yeah, that kind of flashed for a second. I don't know. Okay, let's go talk to Swansea. What's up, Doc? So funny.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the guard.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Yeah, I don't know if it has a pattern. I haven't actually opened it. I kind of don't want to open it because I'm not rebellious by nature, but I'm resistant when people try to control me. So I don't know. I mean, like if I go to the doctor or something, obviously I'm going to wear a face mask while I'm in the hospital. Or like I went to the dentist yesterday, and I had a face mask while I was there. Obviously, in those cases, I wear a face mask. But it seems ridiculous. Like every day, I think one of you guys might have been telling me on Discord. I don't know for sure who it was. Somebody was saying though that I don't know where this is, so I don't even know if this is true. But supposedly somewhere they're going to be requiring people to wear face masks even inside your own house. Like what the crap? Stupid. Anyway. Yeah, I was in a Target yesterday after my dentist appointment, and I had to wear a face mask, yeah. But I mean, I already had the face mask from the dentist appointment, so I just kept wearing the same face mask the whole time, right? It wasn't that big of a deal. Six months? Jeez. Wow. Jeez, dude. Yeah, this is what I said. This is what I said before, right? Like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist because I don't want to figure out who's got what plans and stuff. But the amount of people in power who are trying to leverage all kinds of dictatorship type policies, they want to control every aspect of your life. That's just people, not everybody, but people in power in general. There's a high risk that somebody who gets that kind of power way abuses it, right? So I'm not conspiracy, but I believe that there are people in power, a lot of people in power, who have bad motives. Yeah. See, I know it has a high contagion rate, or whatever you want to call it, right? Like, it's highly contagious. And I know it's like 10 times as bad as the original strain was. And I also know that it's dangerous for people with comorbidities or like who are advanced in age, just because their immune systems generally are weaker. I understand that, and I think that's a problem. Like, we should be careful around those people. But like everybody, most people just shrug it off. So, yeah. I know, right? It's terrible. Yeah. Yep. I agree. That's... Sorry, Monmouth. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. That's why the U.S. is on lockdown for international travel. There are exceptions, but they're very few. And I don't know. I haven't tried to travel since the quarantine, but I think probably the TSA, the Travel or Transportation Security Administration, the guys at the airport, right, that'll screen you and stuff. I believe they probably, if you've been overseas, they probably automatically direct you to a room by yourself or whatever, and do like a scan and see if you have a fever and stuff like that. Maybe even, well, I don't know, but maybe even also like administer some kind of a shot or something to you. I don't know how that works. Yeah, it's messed up. The world is so changed. It's just screwed up now.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned the dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Really? I'm deciding this? Okay. Oh, Consus, really? $2 billion loss. Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah. Well, I mean, everything, right? Everything, obviously, everything around the world is going up and up and up and up and up in price, right? Even food resources and stuff. Food is a lot more expensive than it used to be. I used to be able to get away with, like, for every couple of weeks, maybe spending 100, 125 American dollars on food for, like I said, like about 2 weeks or something. Now I'm spending closer to 200. And I'm not even buying, like, fancy expensive stuff. That's just like vegetables, meat, what you need for protein and fat and stuff, right? And then like eggs, fish, right? Like canned fish, like tuna. So I have some fish, but it's not the really expensive stuff. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I do not think this is the answer, but New York City has mandated, so it's mandatory, rent forgiveness. So, yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what to choose on this. I'll protect you all. I mean, I don't think I can actually promise that, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, man. There've been even I'm in a pretty small town, well, relatively small town. I think it's like, well, these days maybe it's 30,000 people or something. It's like a lot fewer. What do you mean? What are the choices, Fofox? They were on the screen. Right here. These are the choices. These are the three. Yeah, I don't live in a very big town. Technically, it's a city, but it's not very big. It's like maybe, like I said, like 30,000, I think, or something like that, if that. And we've had places closed down permanently, just not in business anymore. There's a clothing outlet. It's shut. Not like it was probably doing all that well anyway. Oh, you can't see from your phone? So it's either they will not attack, I'll protect you all, or they are not far wrong. When he says that the Priwen or the Priwen think that this is a vampire's nest now or whatever. The thing is with I'll protect you all is I can't really promise that. I mean, I could try, I guess, but I can't guarantee that I can. They will not attack, I think, is also something I can't really say. Because, one, I can't guarantee that they won't say. And two, I think this is also bad to say because, you know, Murphy's Law, if you say they won't attack, that at some point they will attack. And then you're like, you said they weren't going to attack, we'd be safe. Yeah, I know what I said, but sorry. So, gosh, I don't know. I don't know what to pick here. I really, really don't. Swansea's kind of despairing, and I think this isn't going to help his despair. They're not wrong, or they are not far wrong. If it didn't say I'll protect you all, if it said like I will try to protect you or something, that's different.
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here,
I will put an end to this.
So now I have to get rid of Sean Hampton. Sad Saint of the East End. So I had to go back to the East End docks. Jeez.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
I'm going to rest and level. So many deaths and still more coming. How can we be sure we're making a difference? I don't remember if that door was open all the time before or not. All right, let's see. What should I level now? Syringes, cartridge bag. Wait, so I can't look at the other. That's just the syringes that I can inject myself with, right? So that's probably not. So I can do this. That adds 20 damage. You have to hit him, of course. If you miss, you just don't do anything, right? I don't know. This was mentioned before, last time, right? That I could do this and stun an enemy. Like I could stun Nurse Crane, for example. $600 and then $1,300. I don't have $1,300 even, so I could start learning this, I suppose. Maybe. Was this one Blood Barrier? Absorb directed damage until it fades or is destroyed. One hit absorbed. This would be absorb 2 hits, 3 hits each. But then what does this do? Duration 5 seconds, 8 seconds, 10 seconds. Or I could do this. When the barrier disappears, it explodes and deals damage to anyone nearby. Oh, that's kind of interesting. But I don't know. What are my ultimate options? Rage. And that just keeps going as I go along. Level 14, level 20. It's an ultimate, so it's going to cost a bit, right? Or not cost a bit, but take a little bit of time. Yeah, like over a minute and a half before it is available again. Before it is available again. Shadow vortex at your target's feet, coming to life. Shadows interrupt an enemy in the area and inflict tremendous damage. I feel like this is kind of that Blink Skull's ability, where he jumps and then a shadow was behind, or that one boss we fought anyway, was kind of a blink skull anyway. He like would jump, and then a shadow would appear basically where he had been and attack me. Blood Cauldron. Focus the power to boil your target's blood, causing it to violently explode, dealing damage to the target and anything nearby. So it costs nothing, but it will remove 400 blood from the enemy and then do 230 damage, I guess? Because that doesn't make sense. If it costs none, then what's the 400 blood? It must be referring to the enemy, I guess. Huh. I don't think I want to do Rage, probably. It's either Abyss or Blood Cauldron. I'm leaning toward Blood Cauldron. Maybe I just do that right now. The other stuff seems mostly okay. Unless there's some ability that has to do with stunning. But I don't think so. I just need a better offhand stun weapon or whatever, I think. That costs 600, right? Yeah, okay, let's just do the ultimate. I think I'm going to do Blood Cauldron for my ultimate. I don't know. Rage is nice if I get surrounded, though, right? Potentially. The beast teleports itself to all enemies around you. So it keeps disappearing and reappearing in different enemies? Oh, right. This is type of damage, yeah. Like the damage type, like physical. This would be physical or melee damage versus this shadow damage versus blood damage. Yeah. Anyway, this is a lot more damage, though, unless they happen to be like immune or strongly resistant to shadow. Especially if I'm going to be fighting Prywin. Prywin generally, like at least the common ones, generally seem to be highly, highly resistant to melee and ranged. Yeah, I'm going to do the shadow one, actually, I think. We'll do that. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Okay. I don't think I have anything that I can buy, like, at all. Yeah, 300 I think is the lowest, and I've got 298, so I'm good. Oops, no. Confirm. Okay. The following night. Jeez, all of the following people got sick. Congratulations. But look at all that. Look at that beautiful curing that happened. Oh! Look! Whitechapel is serious now, not critical anymore. Yes! Keep healing them! Don't let them die. Do not let them die. Sean Hampton. This is going to be a problem, because he's the one I have to kill. Okay, so he's fatigued, but... Okay, we need... While I'm here, I might as well do so. 1 fatigue, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fatigue remedies, and 1 headache remedy. Holy crap. 7 fatigue, 1 headache. Okay. Alright. So I know I cannot do another headache. I'm missing too much opium, so I gotta do another one of these. Get more opium. Okay. 1 headache. Fatigue. 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Oh, I had a headache remedy already. I didn't need to make the extra. Well, whatever. Okay. Let's go start curing people that are in the hospital and stuff first before I go too far elsewhere. Alright. Couple of the only people who are healthy in the district, and I saw them all on that angle. That's great. Fatigue. She's healthy. Pippa. Okay. Alright, we'll just start.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
See, there's anything else to ask him while I'm here.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
That's this. I did that one, I think.
What
so.
can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Nothing like this would have happened if we'd had enough staff and proper shifts.
So you don't think the blame is ours?
We all hold fast here, Dr. Reed. Our methods may differ, but we are all trying to make a difference.
Okay.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end?
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Please, tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital.
I heard Miss Jones call for help from her bedroom. There were some loud noises, like people fighting. All of a sudden, it went quiet. And then a nurse started screaming.
Do you know who the nurse was?
Not sure, but I think it was Nurse Hawkins.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Shut up.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy. Will this shift never end?
What?
It's locked.
Oh, for the... Seriously?
Oh, sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
You friggin' jerk. I was just about to give you something to help you. Fine, see if I help you again. Frickin' ungrateful woman. Okay, where's Elwood?
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
How close are you to Miss Hallcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
That's awesome.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Yeah, that's sad. Okay, so we did those. Did that.
Can you tell me anything about recent events at the hospital?
Before the shouts and the noises, I think I heard whispers coming from the stairs. 2 voices, maybe more.
Did you recognize the voices? What did they say?
I couldn't hear. Sounded like they were arguing or something.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reed.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Okay, who else? Dr. Chidana is out here. He's got fatigue also. I don't know who else. Are you one? Yeah. Mr. Hooks, here you go.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Someone killed Miss Jones in her room. And Mr. Hampton's gone missing. Doesn't take a genius to piece it together.
You don't seem shocked by any of this.
Why should I be? Whoever did this must be long gone by now. And besides, he got rid of the old bag.
You're so kind. Right, yeah.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. And thanks, anyway.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
A shotgun. Yeah, it's the wrong kind. I don't need... Maybe at some point I will, but I'm not really using guns. I'm more hand-to-hand. Where's Brannigan?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
I will be fine. As soon as I can get some sleep.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay, so who else do we have in this district that needs... She locked me out of the friggin' room like a jerk. Thatcher I can't get to. And then Chidana. Although he already had a headache. So if I can get to him at some point. Okay, so Chidana's around the back side of the hospital. I think, right? Yeah. Not the back entrance, but the back side. Over here. Kind of the morgue area. Morgue-ish type stuff. Yeah, here we go.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem peaceful and lost at the same time. Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir, but I rose to the challenge.
Really? Why would I want to say either of these? If he's doing a fair job, I'm not going to do that. Screw that. That's dumb. Let's not do that.
Can you tell me anything about recent events in the hospital?
Oh, goodness me. This whole story is such a shame, sir. I have no idea how it happened.
What are you talking about?
Poor Miss Jones. Her body is missing. Someone stole it.
Miss Jones's body has gone missing.
Yes. The body was brought here this morning, and now it's gone.
Who could have stolen a corpse?
That's exactly what I asked myself for the whole day. Who could do such a thing? These are terrible and shameful times, Dr. Reed.
Jeez, that sucks. Okay, let's get you healed up.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Tomorrow, more bodies...
Okay, so I just have...
sadly depart.
the kid who locks me out down below, the snotty mom who locks me out in the hospital, and then I think that's pretty much it. Right? Yeah, just these two. I don't know if there's anything... I don't know if I'm even going to be able to get to him. I guess let me see if I can get to him now by any chance. I'm not expecting it to happen, but just in case. And then if not, then that's fine. But hey, opium. I needed opium. Good. Opium for headache cures. Wait. There we go. Hey.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Gross, but okay.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then if you're so interested in my case.
When I rescued you, you expressed joy at seeing the sky again. So I'm inclined to believe you were trapped or buried somehow. Maybe during a shelling.
Jeez, you're good, Doc. You're really good.
Go on, please. Tell me more about it.
Newton and I were trapped in a circulation tunnel after an artillery attack. We were buried alive for several days without ever knowing if we'd be found.
Jeez.
Oswald, tell me about what happened when you were buried in that tunnel with Newton.
It was more than dark. It was black as pitch. Hours seemed like days, and days like months. Oh, the terror, the shameful thoughts. Lord have mercy.
What you endured was terrifying. It would have completely destroyed weaker men.
It did not destroy Newton.
Shameful thoughts. Tell me about them.
At some point, I don't remember which day, but when I thought we'd never be rescued, this would be our end. I thought about...
Say it, Mr. Thatcher. If you ever want to heal, you have to say it.
I thought about what I could do to survive. Just for a few more days. I thought about killing Newton. Killing and eating him. The man I fucking love.
No.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Okay. Is that interpersonal or life in London? I think it's life in London. Maybe not.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
It's true. I was a soldier but not buried alive, for example. Well, I mean, Dr. Reed, obviously not me.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. It makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
So here's the thing. Well, they have the tents outside the hospital. Why doesn't he just stay in a tent? Like, maybe even near the entrance to a tent. That should not be claustrophobic, right? You have all the fresh air and everything and be able to walk outside and stuff all right there. I would think that would be... That wouldn't be claustrophobic. I don't have claustrophobia, so I don't know. Maybe that is... Even maybe at the entrance to a tent, maybe that's still closed in too much. I'm not sure how that works.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Not going to argue with about that, for sure.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
Alright.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Okay, so now we just have Snooty McSnooterson that locked me out. I didn't really have... We were nearing the end of the time when I got when I did the conversation, had the conversation with Dr. Swansea. So that's why I've been trying to do the curing now. Just do it on the tail end, tack it on the end of this part. And then next time we'll go and I guess try to deal with...
I cannot enter.
Thank you. Wait, talk to you. And then try to take care of the pastor who's gone to turn into a vampire.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Maybe she's in it for the Benjamins? Or whatever the equivalent is in other countries' currencies?
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Okay, and this was the first one, right? So...
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
It's a disgrace. How on earth can patients be attacked in their own rooms?
Yeah, I like... It's an interesting hat. I think it looks well. It looks good on her. The brown from her hat matches the brown from her coat. She doesn't wear it. It still doesn't look terrible because she's got this kind of white or maybe light gray blouse or whatever on, or dress, whatever it is. So, I think it looks good. I like it. Okay, so... Here you go.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
So now everybody is recovering. Good. And here everybody is fine for now. So here, next time, I'm going to need to eliminate the pillar of the community. Because that's going to not end in tears. And then I'm going to need to treat Mr. Delaney with fatigue medication. I've not been in the East Docks very much, right? I've only met these three in the pub, and then him for the one mission. So once we're back there, I'll be wandering around. I'm going to meet all these other people, and then find out about them, I guess. But okay, convince Ciao Shun to go back to Whitechapel. Oh, she's not in Whitechapel. Oh. That's right, I met her... No, remove that. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I met her... in the cemetery, right? I think. Or maybe it was over here. Somewhere in here, though, I met her, right? So she was a bit out of place. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to have to go back to the docks next time. Alright, let's go back upstairs. Oops, I took the wrong staircase. Whatever. Alright. Okay. Oh, and he is suffering from fatigue. So I'm going to create one more fatigue remedy here. Alright. And I don't know what anybody else will need there, so... Do a couple of those for when I'm in combat again. I don't know about these. Watery brisk blood sample. I don't know if I need that for other stuff. Actually, probably not, right? Not for medicine for humans. Anyway. So I can use absorb blood, more blood, or increase the damage. $2.5, what is it currently? No, 2.5, this would be... I don't know how much this increases it by. I think 2.5 is what it does right now. Honestly, the vast majority of the time now, I'm not needing to replace my blood through another means. Most of the time, my weapon does enough, so I'll probably be fine. Let's increase the damage. So now it's 99 damage. And then I can decrease stamina consumption. Interesting. 20 will go to 18. Oh, I see how I could do this. Oh, it's an ore. Oh. Oh, I see. I have to increase both of these before I can increase level 3. Maybe? Maybe I should switch these. Because I only get 2 of these. I don't know. No, I think I'm okay with how it is. So do I just do this now then? Okay. I think I will increase the blood on this one. Good handle parts. I need 3 good handle parts to upgrade it again. Okay. So I will... Well, I'm not heading in that direction. I'll want to look for somebody who sells melee weapons, melee weapon parts, and then... So I think I could probably just save it here, right? I don't think I have to... Alright. So I think that's going to be it. Yeah, it's saving right here. Well, saving / loading, I think, both. A little bit of lag, a little bit of lag. Okay, so that's it for Vampyr tonight. Thanks for joining me. Tomorrow, I am going to try to do the same time of day as my Sunday stream. I'm going to try to do one tomorrow as well that will be Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Probably the end of that, although I'm not totally sure, but I'm thinking we're getting close to the end of that game. So that will be planned for tomorrow first, early, and then later at the same time as what we did tonight, we'll do the council. And I don't know, we'll see how far we still have to go on doing the council stuff, but that'll be the plan for tomorrow. So, thanks for joining me. It feels so nice to be in an air-conditioned apartment now. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I will see you guys tomorrow if you can make it. I should be recording and uploading more videos very soon now that I'm not dying from lack of sleep or just generally super hot and so I have fans blowing all the time. So, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys. I'll have a vlog up soon as well. Thanks for joining me. See you later. Peace.
Poor Spider.
This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.